Hello, friends, and welcome to day 11 of our 12 days of yoga joy. Today, we will be doing a restorative practice. So, this is an opportunity for you to bring in any and all props that you like to bring into your practice, as we will be holding these poses for about 3 to 5 minutes. And so, some props that you can bring in are your yoga bolster or a big firm pillow, yoga blocks. I have a little comfy rug where you can have a blanket to have underneath you, and maybe also a blanket for your shavasana. This practice is all about just allowing yourself to be cozy and finding joy in this cozy time of the year. Our first pose will be a restorative child's pose. So I like having a little something under my knees for a restorative practice. Bring your big toes to touch, have the knees nice and wide, and then bring in your bolster in. Always a couple options you can do with a bolster if you want to elevate it. You just bring a block or two underneath it, or you can just have it flat and then come down belly and maybe bringing one cheek to your bolster and then after a while switching to the other, or you can bring forehead. Yogi's choice. Wherever you are, just settle, allowing the shoulders to soften, the arms to relax. And you can always make some shifts with the arms after being in the pose for a while. Once you get settled, take a cleansing breath. Giving the body and the mind this time to really just soften and to be restored. And our affirmation for today's practice: I allow myself to be nourished and filled with joy. I allow myself to be nourished and filled with joy. And if you had your head turned to one cheek, now would be a good time to shift to the other. Let's take one more breath here. And coming up out of this pose. If it's okay for you to sit on your heels, then do that. Otherwise, just swing the legs over to one side, come into an easy seat pose. We're just going to take 3 breaths here to allow the body to release any tension or stress that was held there. Cleansing breath. Shift over. And you're going to come to bring your left hip to your bolster. I'm just going to scooch my bolster up a little here. And we're going to have our left leg in front and right leg back behind. Good. And you're going to take an inhale, lengthen up nice and tall, and then exhale, twisting to the bolster, belly, and then your chest. And the same thing here as in your child's pose with the arms. You can have them on the bolster to help prop your head up, or you can bring them to the floor. You can have your left cheek to the mat or the right, whatever feels best for you and your neck. Just allowing the upper body to really just be heavy and melt into your bolster, your cushion. Releasing any tension in the jaw. And taking 3 more breaths here. Cleansing breath, filling up your whole body. And sliding the hands down closer towards you, pressing into the palms. Slowly bringing your upper body back up. And then we'll just turn to the back of your mat. Before we go to the other side, let's extend the legs out. Just give the legs a little wiggle, a little shake. Good. And then turning so that your right hip is to your bolster, right leg's in front, left leg's back behind you. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, turning belly first, and then the chest. Coming right back to that place of relaxation. I'll bring in our affirmation once again. I allow myself to be nourished and filled with joy. And taking 3 more breaths on this side. Cleansing breath. And bringing the hands down closer to you, press into the palms, lifting yourself up nice and easy. Really take your time coming up. And then again, turning towards the back of your mat, extend the legs out, give them a wiggle, give them a shake. And now making our way into Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined butterfly pose. So you can bring the soles of your feet together. And with this pose, you can bring the blocks and have them underneath the knees. And then lowering yourself back onto your bolster. If this is too deep for you, you can also use one of the blocks underneath your head and then just take the blocks out from the knees, or maybe bring in a pillow for your head. I always like to lift the hips and tuck my tailbone towards my heels and then lower the hips down. Just creates a little bit more space in my low back. Wiggle the shoulders and shoulder blades away from one another, giving lots of space for the upper back and the chest to be open. And then bring the arms out to the side, palms facing up. Nice soft bend in the elbows. Maybe you rock your head side to side a few times, working out any little tight spots in the neck. And then coming back to center, to stillness. Allowing the mind to be at ease. Allowing the body to be in stillness. Noticing your breath, just the natural fall of your inhale and exhale. Relaxing your jaw, the muscles around your eyes. Now you can continue staying here with the legs in butterfly or bound pose, or you can bring the hands to the outer knees, bring the knees in together, and then extend the legs all the way out as we're going to make this a supported shavasana, so staying on the bolster. You can have the legs together, or you can bring the feet a little wider apart from each other, finding where it feels good for the arms, where the heart space is able to continue to just be nice and open with gentleness here. Taking a cleansing breath. allow myself to be nourished and filled with joy. Taking a cleansing breath. If your legs were still in butterfly pose, and bring the knees up, extend the legs all the way out. And we'll bring the legs together, reach the arms back behind you, point through the toes, reach through the fingers. Take an inhale, stretching your front body, back body. And then exhale, bend the knees. Bring the arms to the thighs, bringing your head up. Use your hands behind the back of your thighs to help bring you up nice and easy. Make our way into an easy seated pose. Resting the hands on the knees. Taking a cleansing breath. Allowing yourself to really tune in and receive all the benefits of this restorative practice. Bringing the palms of the hands together at the heart. And may you take all of this nourishment and this joy that has filled your body out into the rest of your day. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much, my friend, for practicing with me today, our day 11 practice of 12 days of yoga joy. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Namaste.